Yo, in today's vlog, I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes of how I'm planning to grow my wedding videography business this year. The goal, 100k in revenue. But before we can achieve anything, I believe greatness comes from having a healthy mind and a healthy body. So with that being said, let's go to the gym. Alright, we're back from the gym. It's currently 4 p.m, so it has been a bit of time since the morning, got a lot of work done, and now it's time to work on Soulful Visuals. If you don't know what Soulful Visuals is, it's my wedding videography business. And this is something that I'm currently in the process of rebranding and relaunching. Now, if you don't know what my work consists of, I am a videographer. I work part-time as a social media manager for a construction company here in Brisbane. Basically just make all their content, run their podcasts, and create basically everything on social media. Paired with that is my freelancing videography side, where I basically just shoot primarily social media content now. So why weddings? Why am I going from social media to weddings? Well, I was doing a lot of planning. This was towards the end of 2025. I was doing a lot of planning for the year and basically just life in general. And I guess the North Star, the main things I want to achieve career-wise, I would love to be full-time into content, and then I'd love to have a sustainable business that I can run alongside and will give me the time and freedom to put into content. Why weddings in particular? If you didn't know, I used to shoot weddings back in 2021 till about the end of 2023. Yeah, October 23 was when I shot my last wedding for myself. Kind of got burnt out from it, started to not enjoy it that much. In hindsight, I realized it just wasn't really working with the ideal customer that I'm looking for. Majority of 2024 went by. Towards the end, I think it was November, I had a wedding media company reach out to me asking if I could come on board shooting wedding videos for them, just shooting, no editing. Through that, as I started to shoot more weddings, get back into the game, I really fell back in love with shooting wedding videos. And the company that I was working with were great. They do a lot of weddings. They're doing like 4 or 5 weddings a week on average, which is a lot. But I was starting to crave more out of these weddings. More in terms of I wanted to be more involved with the couple. I wanted to help with the planning process a bit more. But I also wanted to deliver a different kind of video. For this company, they're mainly delivering, well, not mainly, they were only delivering highlight films and then just like full recordings of the ceremony and the speeches and anytime there was anyone talking. That's when I decided I wanted to do something a bit different that the wedding industry hasn't really seen much of. Instead of giving the traditional, highlight wedding film, I wanted to give them a cinematic wedding vlog. What is that? Now, if you go back and watch my travel vlogs from Japan, Sydney, wherever I've been to, basically that, but for a couple on their wedding day. What does that look like? Super high quality, crisp audio, really well edited and put together, which is what most wedding films are. But I wanted it to be a lot more raw, a lot more intimate, and just more real. I didn't want it to be so curated and stylized. I really wanted to showcase the emotion the best, but more through the lens of a vlog. At this point in time, I haven't shot any like that, but I really believe in this idea and I know it can work. My goal is just to get that first wedding booked so I can really use that to showcase what I'm trying to sell and what I'm trying to deliver. Anyways, in saying that, I decided that I'm going to relaunch Soulful Visuals, but sort of rebrand it into this cinematic wedding vlog thing that I'm trying to do. So I've spent heaps of time over the last maybe 2 months planning it out, building the back end. Now that's all done, website's up, everything's running, and I'm ready to launch now, which I haven't officially launched. Anyways, how am I going to get these couples? How am I going to get the first couple to book me? If I'm being 100% honest, I don't really know. But what I do know is I know how to make social media content and I know how to make content that goes viral. So I'm starting it off with a series. Series is going to be something along the lines of, welcome to day 1 of building my videography business. Welcome to day 1 of building my wedding videography business. Well, I'll basically take the people behind the scenes of how I'm trying to run this business. Now, because I've already done most of the back-end stuff, these first few episodes is just going to be me recapping on what I did and why I did what I did. And yeah, and today we're starting the series. So we got my camera set up over here. This is going to be episode 1. I might call this episode 0, where I basically just introduce the series. Or I might scrap the intro and just go straight into episode 1. I don't know yet. So yeah, let's get started recording. I don't have a script written for this. I just have what the episode's going to be about. I want to try to get it recorded, maybe edited in less than 10 minutes. Yo, I'm Nick. Hey, welcome to episode 1. In this series, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes of... Yo, I'm Nick, and welcome to episode 1 of Building. That was a good take, but why am I short so high? Bro, look at this setup. We've got my camera that's on my portable charger, that's on my phone, that's on my Switch. I'm telling you, you just gotta make do with what you got. Alright, update. It's definitely been more than 10 minutes of filming, but we're done. It was under 15, it was maybe like 12 or 13 minutes. Let's edit this, let's get it released. I'll probably release it on Instagram tomorrow, but I'll release it on YouTube today. Anyways, here's some old clips I have of me working on Soulful Visuals in real time. Alright, so we're filming a video for Soulful Visuals. We're filming a video of me talking through the pricing guide, the welcome guide, and this is our setup. So on this tripod, we have this little LED light. It's actually dead, so it's just plugged into a charger. And then here we have the FX30 with the 11 to 22.8 from Tamron. And that is how we are going to film this welcome video. Yo, it's currently 12:18 a.m. Wednesday, 14th of Jan, 2026. And I'm whispering because Shalila is sleeping behind me. I really want to get Soulful Visuals ready to launch ASAP so I can start marketing, start trying to book some weddings, and ASAP. We had a biggish afternoon night out. We are back and we are locking in. I just need to write my email automations in Studio Ninja. And this is roughly how I want the email timeline to go. So the customer will go through my website and fill out the contact form. The contact form is linked to Studio Ninja, so all their info will get put straight into Studio Ninja. Once they inquire, once they fill out their contact form, I want an email automation to send them an email thanking them for their inquiry and also sending the welcome guide, as well as my video going through the welcome guide straight away. And the call to action in that email will be to get them to book a Zoom call with me. I think getting them to book a Zoom call with me is the main thing, but either book a Zoom call with me or then pick which package they want so I can send over the contract, the invoice, so they can pay the deposit. Once that's paid, once the deposit is paid, they should get another email straight away confirming the booking, saying it's out of my calendar date now, making that date unavailable. And then as we get closer to the wedding, I just want to automate different tips for me to send it to them. Maybe when we're about a month out, I'll start sending them emails, again automated emails, just asking for run sheet, timeline, and actual on the day stuff. That's basically it, very simple. I just need to figure out how to actually do that in Studio Ninja. So that's the plan. So it's currently 1:55 a.m. I've set up my payment methods to Studio Ninja, and I just finished going through and automating and writing every single email. And I know a lot of people usually don't show this because they try to be secretive about it, but I want to be very transparent in the way that I am building my business. I want to really bring you guys along for the ride. So here's the email automations I've set up. So over here, once the lead gets created, they're gonna immediately be sent an email with my welcome guide as well as my video going over my welcome guide. If they don't respond to that email after 2-3-ish days, maybe 3 to 4 days, I'm going to send this follow-up email after 7 days. I'm
I'm going to send them another email just asking how they went with it and if they want to book a call. The goal for this email is to try to get them to book a call. This is just a video call confirmation email for when they do book the call. After the call is booked, I will manually send them the deposit, invoice for the wedding, and the contract. Once the contract has been signed and the deposit is paid, they'll get a booking confirmation. 1 month before the shoot, they'll get a pre-wedding check-in, which just includes my questionnaire about the day. After the shoot, 2 days after, they'll get a thank you, which also includes me saying that their footage is securely stored. Once editing is done, I'll send them an email. Once we're a week out from the film being done, I'll send them an update email. And in this actual, your film is done, delivering the email. A week after the film is done, I'll send them another email asking for a testimony. And then finally, I'll send a thank you email. Thank you for working for them and asking referrals. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired. And I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night.
She's so self-conscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college. That makes it that she makes it and don't make no money. But she won't drop out. Her parents are looking at funny. Man, tell me that ain't insecure. The concept of school seems so superb. Sophomore 3 years ain't picked a career. She like, fuck it, I'll just stay down her and do
Yo, it is currently the next day. Do not remember what I said in the last clip I shot. But anyways, today is one of those days where I sit here at my desk staring at my laptop for hours, basically be here the whole day. It's currently 12:29. 12:30, it just ticked over. I've already been here for like the last 2 hours. Got a lot of work done. Almost done my actual work for the day. By actual work, I mean doing, my actual day job. Currently having some lunch. I got this burger that Shalila meal prepped for us Monday night. We got an extra lean beef patty in here. We got Eat Lean cheese, which is 8 grams of protein to 1 gram of fat per serve. Got that on a brioche bun, pickle, and I just added some QP mayo. That is the best mayo in my opinion. To go down with that, we got some coconut water. Why did I turn on the camera? I was going to say something, but just left my head. Oh yeah. That's what I was going to say. Obviously, the point of this video, the title is how I'm making 100K this year. The point is to show you the behind the scenes of business work, how I'm growing that this year. But I think one thing that's important to remember is the why for why you're doing this, why you want to grow business. Business, it's fun. Sometimes it's not fun. A lot of the times it's pretty cool. But I think it's important to not get wrapped up so much in the numbers. Because numbers fluctuate. Some days you'll do good, some days you won't do good. And I think that's okay. I think the important thing is to remember why you're doing what you're doing. For me, a big reason that I want to expand and grow the business as much as I can is to give back to Shalila, family, friends, as much as I can. Because without them, I really wouldn't be in the position I am to pursue what I want to do. So yeah, don't get lost in the numbers. I feel like that applies to most things in life, whether you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to bulk, you're trying to grow business, you're aiming towards some sort of goal. I do think it's important to not get so fixated on the end goal that you forget about the journey and you forget about why you're doing what you're doing. Obviously, the end goal is super important. It's the North Star. It's guiding you. It's helping you go in the direction that you want to go. But if we lose the why, if we lose ourselves in the process, I feel like that kind of takes away from even achieving that end goal. And a lot of people say discipline stronger than motivation, which I completely agree. Discipline is 100% stronger than motivation, and you need it to achieve your goals. But I think what's even stronger than discipline is your why, and just remembering why you're doing what you're doing, why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. But yeah, I think it just keeps us grounded. It keeps us human, and it stops us from, turning into these bots that's just chasing outcomes. Which outcomes is important, but yeah, I keep rambling. I just wanted to come here and say that. I'm going to eat this burger. I'm going to drink some coconut water. I'm going to finish doing what I need to do for work. I had a bunch of just smaller tasks I had to do this morning. Just finished editing a bunch of photos. Just need to edit some reels. And then once that's done, I'll do some more work on my content on Soulful Visuals, and I'll update you guys then.